What is going on, guys? B2B FIFA here, and welcome to the Academy Project. What we will be doing in this series is we'll be taking a League 2 team in England all the way up to the Premier League and making them Champions League champions. Yes, sir, that's what we're doing. Now, the team we're going to be using is Blackpool. No particular reason why. As you can see, Ronaldinho Gaucho will be our manager. We will be playing on World Class, and we're going to change the name of the grounds to Bloomfield Road. That is what the Blackpool Stadium is called. Now, let's go ahead and move forward. Let's get this going. Now, I will tell you, I will be playing World Class. However, if you guys want me to, we can play Legendaries. Completely up to you guys. I have a preference for World Class only because I'm not the greatest at this moment. However, I should be getting a little bit better, and we should be going on and to bigger and better things like Legendary. Now, I did decline to participate in that tournament. The reason why is I don't think it's realistic for Blackpool to go ahead and do that sort of thing right now. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and look at our mail, see what our objectives are. I already know what they are. They want domestic success. They want us to do well in the league. You know, things here and there, nothing too crazy. Now, I will tell you, Blackpool is one of those teams that doesn't really care too much about youth squads or youth players, but we're going to go ahead and try to convince them that that's the way to go. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to go ahead and hire some scouts. Got my first scout right there. I got a Turkish scout right there, and I'm also going to go get a Swiss scout as well. Now, this first scout right here, we're going to go ahead and send him to England. We want to go ahead and get as much homegrown talent as we possibly can. The Turkish scout, we're going to go ahead and send to, where is it that we send him to? I think we send him to Croatia. No, to Turkey, I'm sorry. We sent him to Turkey. We sent him to his homeland to try and get some players. I think I asked him to get me a center mid. What do they call it? A technically gifted player. I apologize for the the brain freeze right there. And of course, we send the last scout over to Korea. I find that we get some decent wingers in Korea for very cheap prices. The next thing we do here is we go ahead and we change our formation. Now, I'm a 4-3-3 type of guy. I usually go defensive. FIFA 17 for me has been a little weird. I've always been a very attacking type player, but for some reason, the 4-3-3 defend is what works better for me this year. So that's what we go. As you can see, I'm going ahead and doing my custom tactics. Now, these are the same tactics I use in Ultimate Team. I guess you can say a game mode that this year I'm not doing too great in. Now, if you guys want an Ultimate Team like a Road to Glory, because I don't have a whole bunch of money to throw into the game, but I would love to do a Road to Glory if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. I'll be happy to do that for you. And I'm still working on my custom tactics here. It takes a little while. You know how that is. You want to make sure everything is perfect before we get started. Now, let me share with you a little bit more about what we're going to be doing in this game. We are, like I said, going to be taking the League 2 side Blackpool all the way up to the Champions League, basically. However, we're only going to be doing it with youth players and regenerated players. Now, this makes things a little bit difficult. Now, I need this to be a little bit difficult for me. So I am going to be accepting almost any player that comes through the youth system, even if they don't have high potential. I'm also going to be going into the transfer market to find all the regenerated players, because finally FIFA 17 or EA has given us the option to find regenerated players at the beginning of the game. So here I am simulating, trying to fast forward into the first month. Now, this is going to take a little while, already like halfway through the month, trying to get to that first of the month so I can go ahead and get some of those players in, and we are almost there, guys. Let's see here, 31st, the 1st, and I stop the simulation there. I go into my mail, and I find that I have some players to look at. Now, here is Steiner. I signed both of these Korean guys. Now, Oddly enough, neither of these guys are wingers, but, you know, whatever. I told him wingers and they gave me center mids, but whatever. Now I got this guy here, the Turkish guy, sign him as well. That's already 3 players into our youth academy. And then I go and I sign these 2 guys already. So that's 5 players in our youth academy. Now some of them are 15. This guy actually has a really good overall. He's just a keeper though. Make sure to go out and find a keeper as soon as possible. Now let's go ahead and simulate over to our very first game. Oh, actually, no. I go in to try and search for some players. And this is where I said that I started going and looking for regenerated players. And I start and I do my modifications. I'm only looking for the, what do you call it? The free agents right now. And I'm only looking for free agents from the age of 16, all the way to 20. I find a couple and I go ahead and offer contracts to every single one of these guys. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special, but as you see here, I'm offering $1,000 or £1,000, contracts to these guys. I'm not telling them what their, what their roles are going to be. We just want to go ahead and sign them. We don't want them to come in with any expectations. So I go ahead and I'm just signing these guys, signing them away, trying to get them into the team, trying to get a full regenerated youth squad as soon as possible. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going ahead. This guy is actually pretty decent. I took a look at him. He's all right. He's all right. I think he's going to do good things for us. But let's go ahead and let's get into this game with Crawley Town. And here, actually, these guys are saying they want to know what their roles are, so I'm going ahead and telling them they're important first-team players and sending the contracts back to them. And also, Kryn, the striker that I was talking to you guys about, is also telling me that actually I offered him a little bit less than he wanted to, I think. No. I offered him 1,000, but I didn't tell him what his role was going to be, so he was upset. This guy offered him less than what he wanted. So he didn't accept immediately. So let's go ahead and move forward. Let's get started on this game against Crawley Town. You see there? All right, guys, let's get started on this first game. Now, I've already cut up this game. Now, if for some reason you guys want to see full gameplay, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to do full gameplay for you. I have no problems with that. In this game, they actually started dominating game pretty well, but I actually let's see here. I know I actually take the ball from them, but okay. So here they get a shot, but it goes wide. Now after this, I immediately pass the ball over to the left-hand side of the field, and I start creating. So one pass, 2 passes, 3 passes, just trying to open up the field. And then I send it over to my winger. My winger cuts back in, looks inside, trying to find an opening, trying to work something here, trying to bait them into going into me. So he holds up the ball there, passes is there, and then I get an opening, and there it is, our first goal, guys. Our first goal. I'm not super excited, and the reason for that is because this guy's going to be leaving the team. He's not important to us. We want youth players, but guess what? That's already another goal or not another, but our first goal, and that's going to help us in the long run achieve what we want, and it's promotion. I don't care if we don't win the title. I mean, it'd be nice to win it, but it's too early to be thinking about that. To be completely honest with you, I've only played in World Class a couple times as FIFA 17. It seems pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. I think 16 and 15 were more difficult, but here I am. I get another chance. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I was dominating this guy, not this guy, but the AI. And there it is. I mean, another shot. My own player, I think, actually kept it out there, which is, kind of sad, but, what can you do? But here I am again. That's how the first half ended. So let's go ahead and move forward, get the second half started here, and let's see if I can get anything going. Now, I fouled him there. They get a chance, and I don't know how they missed this. I mean, our keeper was just doing work. That was woeful, to be honest with you. And here, I get a free kick. I think he gets a card. Yeah, he gets a card right there. I pause it, and I make some changes. Just because I think it was like the 60th or 70th minute. I can't really remember at this point. But I make some changes, try to get some pace up there. I think I changed my wingers. Just like I said, try to get some pace, some fresh legs. And yeah, I take a look at all the players. I'm not really impressed by anyone, but this guy right here, I'm like, oh, look at that pace. Let me put him on the left wing. So I put him there, and I'm like, not expecting anything great from him. Once again, yellow card, my free kick, and let's see what we got. And of course, this is a brand new save, by the way. Not just a brand new save, but a brand new profile. So you'll see the what do you call it, the trainer come up a couple times trying to teach me how to play. And I had this shot right there. I put it in because it wasn't a bad shot. It was decent. I mean, if I would have practiced with the guy, I probably could have got it in, but it is what it is. So I'm here, starting from the back, passing it around, trying to create something, trying to see if I can get anything in, trying to be patient, trying to open the field, passing it in the midfield, trying to see if I can. That's great hold up play, by the way. And I think he passes it in right here, cuts in, and goes for a shot, and he doesn't narrowly miss. He actually hit the defender's foot, and then the goalkeeper was able to get to it. And here again, got the ball again, trying to work something, trying to be patient, holding up the ball, making sure I'm not making any stupid passes. Now that one I made a mistake, but I was able to get this off right here. And I'm holding up the ball, trying to get some players, some support here. Pass it in, try to get it in right there, and I can't believe how I missed that. Now that was incredibly, it was upsetting. It was really upsetting. I can't believe I missed that. That was terrible. And right here, I try to get the ball back once again. Not trying to force anything, trying to just work the play, make sure I get space, try to open the field. Once again, you'll hear me say this a lot because that's really what I'm trying to do, is just open the field. And here is, I get another decent shot, and look, just wide, a couple inches to the left, and that would have been in. I mean, I don't understand. I was being extremely unlucky. And I'm not just showing you here my opportunities. The truth is, the AI didn't have any opportunities. Any opportunity they have, I will put on there. Look right here. They get this. Look at this. Look at this cheese, man. Like, seriously, you score from there? I was so tilted at this point. I paused the game, had to take a break. And I was like, all right, let's see what we can do. And I'm looking at his 89th minute. I'm like, oh, okay, 89th minute. Let me see what I can do. And check this out. This is how you know there's some sort of scripting in this game. And I think there's some sort of proof out there that there is some sort of scripting in this game. But look at this this boost that he gets, right? I'm over here trying my best to stop him. Can't do anything. And I stop it right there. And here I go. Look at that. No defense. Check that out. Remember that guy that I was talking about that just had pace? Look at that pace. And I just go ahead and bury it. I mean, there's nothing you can do when you got that much space in the back, and I was lucky, extremely lucky, that I was able to get this player in there and just go ahead and bury it like that. I mean, I don't know what his finishing is. All I know is he's 56 overall, he's super fast, and that's it. That's all I knew about the guy. And luckily, that is how this game is going to end. All right, guys. So, I mean, that was an interesting game. I'm sorry. Nothing too crazy, but, next game is a domestic cup game. I think it's the FA Cup because it's against Derby County. And to be completely honest with you, I don't think that we'll be playing any of the big, not big teams, but like, the Championship or Premier League teams this early in any of the other cups. I'm not sure, though. I'm not British. You guys can tell at this point I'm American. But anyways, so I'm over here trying to do some squad maintenance, trying to list some players that are surplus to us because we're getting the the youngsters in, we're getting the youth projects in. We're trying to get them some playing time, and I actually put Kren in because I was able to sign him, and another CDM that I was able to sign 51 overall, I think he is. I'm not 100% sure, but I go ahead and put them two into the squad. And I'm checking him out. I was super impressed with that 5-star weak foot. That's one thing that I love, especially in Ultimate Team. 5-star weak foot is so important because you can bang them from anywhere. You don't have to worry about if you need a positioning player to go ahead and get him in. You don't have to worry about anything. And right here, what I'm doing is basically I'm training the 2 players that I signed plus the center forward that I have in the youth squad, which is only 15 right now. So I can't actually put him into the game. So here we go. Our next game against Derby County. And let's see what happens here. So I start the game. And I'll be honest with you right now. This game was incredibly difficult. I mean, nothing happened. It was just, it was a lock until like the 21st minute, until Derby County came up, and you can see them working the ball there. I mean, they're just working me here. I don't know what to do. They're pulling my players out of position. Of course, I'm pulling them out of position, but that's my fault. And you see them miss narrowly there. I mean, there isn't anything I could have done about that, or at least I think there isn't anything. Now that I see it, I see my flaws. I'm watching the game back. Nothing too crazy, but we start the second half. That was literally the only chance of the first half, so I wasn't too upset. I mean, Derby County, their championship team. I'm in League 2. I don't expect to do great against them, but why not, do a semi-giant killing? I know they're not premiership team, but, they're championship, so that's like a semi-giant killing, right? If we can win. But the truth is, I mean, Derby County was the better team on the day. They dominated possession. I mean, I'm showing you this clip because they just did not let me touch the ball. It was crazy how much possession they had, every bounce they got. And, of course, look at this. Look at this. Like, oh, man, I was so frustrated this game. Anyways, let's move on. So they get that chance right there. And once again, they're over there dominating the ball, dominating possession. This is already the 57th minute. And look at him. Look at that pace, man. I can't do anything against that. And he shoots. That was like their second or third shot on target. Their second clear shot on target. I mean, they were just dominating me. No ifs, ands, or buts. They make a change. And of course, I don't know why they try to switch momentum or something, or at least that's the way I feel. Like, I make changes in the 60 to 70th minute every game as well to try and switch momentum if it's not going my way. And there it is. I mean, it goes right above the goal. I think it may have even scratched the crossbar there. He beats me again. I'm trying to get the ball back. Trying to do as much as I can to play safe because I know this team, they're just better than me. Like, they outperform me not because the AI is any different. The team is just better in there. They have another shot. This Camara guy, I mean, he just kept on trying, and there's nothing I could do against that guy. He's super fast and like persistent. I mean, the dude is incredible for this league. Well, I say this league, but he plays in championship, so he's just incredible against a League 2 side. But I'm showing you all the chances, and as you can see, I'm not showing you any of my chances. You know why? Because I didn't have any. Derby County dominated me that much. Once again, here they are on the ball. They just did me dirty the entire game. I mean, they took me to prom. They danced on me. I mean, look at that. Look, oh my God. Now that was cheesy right there. I mean, it's whatever. When the AI wants to win, the AI will win. But I feel like I could have done something else there. And that's how the game ends, guys. 2-0. Unfortunately, I lose my second game. Now, it is deserved, I guess, because Derby County is a championship team. They're supposed to be better than us. They're supposed to beat us. I'm just glad they didn't destroy us. But yeah, look at the stats. 15 shots, 6 on target. I only had 1 shot on target. It was crazy. So let's go on and move on. And this is a league game against Doncaster. And the proceedings start at around the I think 11 or 12th minute here. And I'm doing work. I'm moving forward. I'm trying to make this as entertaining as possible. So I cut in there, and the defender just takes me out. Like, no regard for my safety. He doesn't care. That dude's just a dirty little man. And as you can tell, I'm not used to that arrow. I've never actually gotten the arrow before. I don't remember getting it. So I'm like, what am I going to do here? I don't know what to do. And I was lucky to actually get that in with our new signing. I believe his name is Kieran or Kieran. You guys let me know how do you pronounce his name. But, I mean, I dominated this team. Doncaster was not a team that had a chance against me. I mean, look at this right here. I should have scored there. I mean, I don't know what happened there. And this is already the second half. You know, I don't think I put any highlights for Doncaster because they generally didn't have any like real opportunities except for this one. I think I threw that one in because that was like literally the only one they had. But to continue here, I mean, look at this. It looks like they're doing stuff, but so they get this right here. No one attacks the ball, right? They cross it back in. No one attacks the ball. There's a shot there, and he misses an open net. Now, that was the only genuine opportunity they had the entire game. The rest of the game, I completely dominated. Like, watch this. I should have opened up the ball through the middle there, but I went here. I went in, and I took a shot, and this guy misses from there as well. As you can see, it's already like the 83rd minute, and I haven't scored a second one. I'll tell you straight up right now, I didn't score anything. I mean, literally the game ends 1-0. But you know what? That's enough. I dominated the game. I was happy about it. I should have won at least 2-3-0, maybe 2-3-1 because they did have that one chance. But, I mean, that's pretty much where everything ended. It wasn't anything crazy. I'm just happy I won my 2 league games. The FA Cup, you know, whatever. It is what it is. If we couldn't win, we couldn't win. There's nothing I can do about that. Things happen, and you just got to deal with it. But over here you can see what the league standings are. Not the league standings, but how the games ended. But this is where I'm going to cut it today, guys. If you have anything to add, anything to help me, please let me know. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know what I can do to improve. And this is where I signed out. You guys have a great day. Peace.